right, people. National Train Day 2020.
Oh, this is National Train Day?
We out here with the boys.
Oh yeah, it is National Train Day. Holy crap! Yeah. Phone fest train.
All right, so we're chilling out in Plant City right now. We're waiting on NO 1005.
Thank you.
What about you? Why are I mean, hey. Welcome back to the Sunshine State Rails. It's the beginning of National Train Day 2020 on May the 9th. As you heard, NO 1005 is approaching us from the north. This is an as-needed Tampa Big Bend coal train that's running from Evansville, Indiana down to here. There's only 3 or 4 next to me now, but by midday, all the gang would be out here to film trains this special day. Quite a few were out along the chase for this train too at different locations. Danny from Palmetto Sub Railfan will be starting his chase here. Aspen from Florida Rails would be catching NO 10 here. We are set up right there. And once Danny completed his chase, he would catch NO 10 in Plant City right down here. Foreground now is our awesome buddy Larry, and in the next 5 minutes, the crew would meet up at the Plant City platform to have some stupid times.
Oh my. That's your new screensaver.
Ooh, thirsty.
I'm tired. So who wants trust?
So this is National Train Day 2020 with these.
Woohoo! I'm a foamer.
This kid finally showed up.
I'm going to at Dade City.
This is one of those days where you guys really get to see what goes on behind the scenes, if you'd say. This happens all the time. We don't always have a lot to do during the day or a lot of trains to catch during the day. We just chill out at one spot and have fun with each other. Sometimes that's the way rail fanning goes. We rode scooters, skateboards, and just made jokes all day, and even then the day felt super long. But it wouldn't have felt long unless we were all having fun. It was after a little amount of time that Amtrak 91, southbound Silver Star to Miami showed up.
Go ahead, go. Shoot about Kenny.
Whoa! Let's go!
Let's go! Not long later, 91 made his return trip from Tampa, and we'd have to move spots immediately after because within about 15 minutes of that shot, a K42306 was coming south toward Plant City. Here's your as-needed delivery of ethanol for Tampa. This will soon be mixed with gasoline once it gets to the mixing terminals there. 2 Union Pacific Gevos were leading this one.
They're falling on the ground, flopping around now.
There's a couple of people I need to thank here. Number 1, very special thanks to Dalton. Check him out at Along Came Dalton on YouTube. He manned the camera for this shot while I was on the other side of the depot taking pictures with the camera that my friend Larry let me use for the day. Special thanks to him for allowing me to do that. As much fun as we were having at Plant City, the gang eventually had to go, so we went too. Some people were still there when we left, but eventually we would have to go too. On our way home, we stopped at Yeoman Yard. We found CSX 8214 switching around cars, likely for tonight's Q046 for Waycross, Georgia. "8214 just shoved and moved for a little while, but eventually once he got out of the way, the power for Q046 came past 78th Street. Now, normally for Q046, they would pick up the intermodals from Uceda, and since it wasn't in the yard yet, I was thinking that's what they would do. Switch tracks and head over to Uceda to pick it up. But for whatever reason, they just pulled down to the end of this track and backed up again. I'm not sure why they went down there because they didn't switch tracks or anything, but whatever, we got to see the engines twice. Physically, this would be the end for us on National Train Day, but the rest will remain. The bonds, friendships, and jokes. Days like this that have happened multiple times have helped me to realize something. Some of the best days are the days that feel long but don't have many trains in it. Because at the end of the day, you look at your memory card and realize you only caught 4 trains, but you're ready to hit the hay. Why is that? Well, that's because all day you've been occupied with other things. The friends around you that you should hold as dear as possible made your day so eventful that you're ready to get some sleep. Some may recall in my channel intro that we'll laugh about dumb things and scream about stupid things. Well, today was one of those days that I documented all of that. and it's what made the day so fun. After all, isn't that what a hobby's supposed to be? You having fun? Unfortunately, these days, many people, even in this hobby, have made it all about the photos, all about the videos, all about this, all about that. But when do they stop and think about the fact that a hobby is supposed to be fun, not constantly competitive or shameful? And you don't always need to have trains to make it a fun hobby. Like here, simply hanging out with friends made the day one of the best ever. And I've found a group of people who realize that, and that's why they are my friend group. So to everyone who came out today, Danny, Stetson, Larry, Aspen, Chase, Dalton, Casey, John, maybe y'all understand a little further on why I've chosen to link with you all. Even people beyond those who came out today, Trevor Reinhardt, Daniel Hellman, Max Stevens, Alex Martin, Adam Jamera, and a bunch of other people that I probably can't remember right now because I'm running on 5 hours of sleep. It's you guys that I've chosen to keep in my life because y'all know that it's about the fun and not the normality of anything, regardless of what other people have to say about it. Because when you sit back and realize, to other people, watching trains is not normal. I say to other people because a long time ago, my grandmother asked me something that, to my response, I still live by. I was asked something along the lines of what normal was, and my response was, normal is what you do most of the time. Which, if you really sit and think, is true. We watch trains most of the time. We act like idiots most of the time. So that's normal to us. To somebody else, of course that's not going to be normal because they never do it. But today everybody has to think that normal is a standardized definition that means one thing and one thing only. But in reality, it's all but the roots to a tree that branches off in 1,000 different directions depending on who you are. And I'll tell you, I've found my branch, and the people who share it with me share a bond that will stick for a long, long time.